by a recitation from the Quran. Ramadan is the month when the first verses of the Quran were revealed. After that, we'll have the Arabic call to prayer called the Azan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. ثم ارجع البصر كرتين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
just how important these events are, because I was just saying to Greg before that we do it in a particular way here in Victoria. This is a very Victorian response to multiculturalism, which I think is quite unique, because it does transcend the general argy-bargy of politics, and indeed as a parliament we are at one when it comes to celebrating multiculturalism, and indeed we are a better state for that.
It is a time of reflection on the guidance and the wisdom which comes with the belief in one's faith. It is also a time which unifies diversity within communities. It allows us to show respect, understanding and tolerance of ethnicity, beliefs and religion. The ability of people of different faiths or no faith to coexist peacefully and without religious conflict is very much part of the fabric of Victoria's multicultural society.
I believe Australia could lead the way in demonstrating that a multicultural society can add value to its identity and its growth. We do need to get more people involved in the conversation, and it's our collective responsibility to reach out to those who are disenfranchised and can't find meaning and purpose in this society, or to those who feel their way of life has been disrupted and even under threat. Challenging these people to join mainstream society is not going to be easy, but from one small conversation, I'm sure we'll plant the seed for future discussions with those individuals or groups.
And tonight I want to share with you 6 images captured by celebrated AFL photographer Michael Wilson. These are the images of season number 3 of the AFLW, but there's so much more than that. The future, a competition that's provided inspiration in every state and territory in our nation. Opening night in Geelong, we welcomed a new club. New heroes, new role models. This is Georgie Rankin. The faces that you see signal the opportunity, the passion, the possibility, and the visibility. 921 days. Signed to the AFL July 2016, a knee injury September 2016, a debut against Melbourne at Casey Fields, February 2019. 921 days. This is Kiara Bowers. Her nickname is Turbo. She plays for the Fremantle Dockers. She symbolises unwavering dedication to a dream of playing AFLW through immense adversity. Do not let anybody tell you to give up on your dreams.
And since we are in a great mood today, I wanted to share a Maori whakatauki, or a phrase, which is he waka eke noa, a great Maori phrase, which means a canoe which we are all in together with no exception.
So through my studies, I've learned and traveled all over the world, and the Muslim community, as the Christian community and other faiths, are loving. Yes, we have those bad apples that spoils it for all of us, but yet we have to continue, as they would say in the Maori community in New Zealand, kia kaha, and be strong. Now, I would like to encourage you, because tonight you're here, which means there's change. There is a very powerful force in this room tonight, because you're here. What does that mean? That means together we can be strong. Kia kaha. Together we can change the minds of those who disagree with peace. Together we can do that.
Events like this, people like yourselves, and attitudes that are born from these interactions can actually make things get better. And there's only hope, really, because that's all we have. Hope and working together. So thank you to AIS for taking the lead, and thank you all of you here for being part of that movement.
Through the power of football and our community, and the Players Football Association, John Leach is here today, I should acknowledge, in partnership, we were able to collaboratively work together to save a young man's life. And we had Craig Foster as well, who plays a key role in that important effort.
We get the opportunity to learn about the different customs practiced, as I did tonight, by the various ethnic and faith groups within our community. It shows how important it is that for our harmonious society we need to get to know one another, enhance our understanding of each other so that we treat everyone with dignity and respect.
It was such a beautiful evening. I've never actually experienced an Iftar meal before, and it was a really beautiful feeling of family and sharing and understanding and reflection in the room. And from what I know about Ramadan, those are all very important parts of Ramadan. It was lovely to be part of that. Look, it's
It's so important, and I really commend you, not just for this meal, which is obviously important for all the big people, but for the home iftar meals as well, which is obviously just would be something that people who aren't Muslim, don't have many Muslim friends, wouldn't ever get the opportunity to do otherwise. And so I think it's really important, and I really commend you on your work, and hope that you continue to do it.
This is my first iftar dinner, so I'm overjoyed to be able to be here and to be able to share this experience. The AFL is obviously an organisation rich in tradition and history, and part of what the presentation tonight, from my point of view, was talking about that change to include women, which clearly has been a great success so far in this very young journey for AFLW. But it's also about making sure that AFL is a sport that is evolving to also recognise that Australia has changed over many generations. So to make sure it's welcoming and it reflects the community that we live in is really important.
Look, I think AIS plays a very important role within the community, and it's been a pleasure for me to be able to attend this important dinner tonight and to see firsthand some of the other work that the association's involved in. So my congratulations to Ahmed and everybody involved in putting on tonight. It's been fantastic, and really just a pleasure to be here.
Oh, this is my second year, and this year was as wonderful as last year. I was so happy to be invited again. I think it's really important, the work of AIS, and having people come for the first time, like with me last year, and the education value of understanding a bit more about the event and what happens during Ramadan and what an iftar is. So I think it's very important work to get a lot of people together for, as they said tonight, a big family dinner.